There are various roles played by the kidney. One of it is elimination of all the waste products which are present in the body, like the nitrogenous waste including the urea, excessive amount of inorganic substances if it is present in the blood, glucose from the blood is excreted out, extra ammonia or hypuric acid or creatinine if there is presence of some proteins or ketone bodies in the blood, that is also excreted out with the help of kidneys, along with one very important substance, that is water. Now this water, it plays a very vital role in our body functioning, and the kidneys, they are very wise in utilizing the amount of water and controlling that when extra amount of water is to be excreted out or when less amount of water should be excreted out from the urine. Now this results in osmoregulation. For example, the meaning of osmoregulation is controlling the amount of fluid in the body plasma, in the blood plasma or in the body plasma. Now, that is only done if the urine is either concentrated or diluted, depending on the availability of water to the body. So, the regulation of water and solute content in the body fluid, that is blood, is maintained with the help of kidney, and it is done with the help of various hormones. Now, think about a condition where excess of water is present in the body fluid. Now, it can be done, or what will be the effect of excess amount of water if it is present in the blood? Excessive amount of water. So, excess water, it is going to lower the osmotic pressure in the body fluid or blood. If osmotic pressure will be reduced, it will result in increase in the volume of blood. So excess blood will be there, more blood volume will be there, blood volume. If blood volume is high, then the blood pressure, what will happen to it? It will also increase, and as a result of high blood pressure, the cardiovascular function of the body will be altered, and ultimately the amount of water in the body has to be checked. Otherwise, because of high pressure blood pressure, the individual may have cardiac arrest. So in order to avoid that, our body eliminates the excess amount of water from the blood. And how does it eliminate it? By release of one hormone, and that hormone is the vasopressin or the antidiuretic hormone. Now, because of increase in the blood pressure due to excessive amount of water, more filtrate has to be forced out from the glomerulus into the nephron, right? And that can only be done if the posterior lobe of pituitary, it starts secreting the ADH or vasopressin, which is also known as the antidiuretic hormone. The function of antidiuretic hormone is to increase the activity of the collecting duct as well as the distal convoluted tubule. Here the spelling of distal is wrong, please correct it. I'm just writing the short form, DCT, distal convoluted tubule. If excessive absorption of water from the distal convoluted tubule will occur, then that will result in concentrated urine, isn't it? And as a result, the urine concentration in the blood will be maintained. Now, when the blood plasma is when the reverse is happening, think that when the urine is concentrated, it is only taking place during the summertime, right? And not only in the summertime, whenever there is excess amount of blood pressure or the blood pressure has increased in an individual, at that time the release of ADH occurs in order to maintain or in order to control the amount of fluid outtake by the body. Now, next thing, this may occur in reverse way as well. Now, think about a condition where there is shortage of water in the body. Now, we have already discussed that when the water was very high in our body, at that time, ADH was released, and as a result, the distal convoluted tubule and the collecting duct, they started reabsorption of water, and as a result, because of excessive reabsorption of water as well as some substances like the sodium and other, yes, sodium and other ions from the Nephron. Now the maintenance of urinary volume is done, and as a result, the urine which is excreted out is concentrated. What will happen if there is shortage of water in the body? This happened when the blood was having excessive amount of water. What if the blood is already having less amount of water? Now during that time, our body, it starts releasing another hormone, and that is released by, if you all remember, the kidney has this triangular shaped gland over its um, thinner lobe or thinner head. That is a cap like gland known as the adrenal gland. Adrenal gland has an area which is known as adrenal cortex, and from the adrenal cortex, one part is there which is zona granulosa. From there, there is release of aldosterone. Aldosterone is a hormone which is capable, or which checks if there is a fall in the volume of blood pressure or not. Now, since if the blood pressure is very low, or if an individual is having excessive release of aldosterone, at that time the function of the ADH is as such that it will act on the tubules, the renal tubules, for increased reabsorption of sodium ions. And because of the increased reabsorption of the sodium ions, there is certain activity which starts regenerating, and the activity is as such that the reabsorption of sodium chloride and water will take place, but the excretion of potassium and hydrogen ions will occur, and as a result, the individuals, uh, they have the presence of concentrated urine, or elimination of concentrated urine is there during this process. So what exactly is happening? Let us you know summarize the entire idea. The aldosterone, it is secreted when the blood volume is very low. It means the blood has very less amount of fluid within it, so blood is concentrated. And plasma, that is the nephrons, has presence of high amount of potassium ions within it. Because of this high amount of sodium, reabsorption is initiated by the tubules, the PCT as well as the DCT and loop of Henle, but elimination of potassium as well as hydrogen ions is resulted as an end product of this entire process. Now you can see that there is 80, this small thing which is written over here, via 82. Now we will discuss about it later on. It is another one hormone which is helping in the process. No need to think about it right now. You just remember that when the blood volume is very low, when there is concentrated blood, at that time there is increase in the, and the plasma has high amount of potassium ions within it. At that time, the sodium ions, they are reabsorbed, and potassium as well as hydrogen ions, they are excreted out because of the activity of aldosterone. And aldosterone is released from the adrenal gland, one of the part which is zona granulosa, adrenal cortex, one part. Now, first hormone which we had discussed, it was the ADH, or antidiuretic hormone, or vasopressin. It is secreted when the body, when the blood plasma has high amount of water. So BP is very high, blood volume is, the blood pressure of that individual is very high, and blood volume is quite low. This binds to the receptors on the principal cells, and that causes the increase in number of water channels and water reabsorption from the from the nephron occurs, and as a result concentrated urine is imparted out. So this is about both these, about the activity of both these hormones. The function is as such that one is maintaining, just the function is in order to maintain the amount of water content in an individual's body, just that much is the function. So this regulation is done with the help of various hormones, and two of the hormones we have discussed today. One is aldosterone, and another hormone is the ADH.